What is the real estate market doing? That is a common question that we are asked, and I'm going to go over what is happening in Naperville, Illinois. Hello, my name is Kristine Glockler with the Glockler Group, real estate since '78 with Coldwell Banker Realty. So it's important to note that real estate is very local, and I know there have been a lot of headlines, sometimes confusing headlines about the quote-unquote market. I have the video set up in this format so you can look at all of the information and different data points over the last few years and see exactly what is happening in the Naperville market. Of course, if you are thinking of buying, selling, moving to Naperville, my contact information is below. I'd be glad to chat, discuss that with you, and thrilled to help you with that. So there are different metrics a lot of times that people will look at to determine what the market is doing. So you've probably have heard, okay, it's still a seller's market. And okay, what is a seller's market? So I'm going to talk about monthly supply of inventory. So here I'm going to go all property types, single family properties. So in Naperville, the monthly supply of inventory is 1.4. And for a while, it's really been hovering around that 1 month mark for about 2+ years. So that means that it would take about 1.4 months to sell all of the single family. So we're not talking 2 to 4 units, commercial land, etc. Single family properties, whether it's a condo, townhouse, single family home, meaning a freestanding home, would take about 1.4 months to sell all of that inventory in Naperville. Now, that does not mean that it's going to take 1.4 months to sell a property. Of course, there are outliers. Maybe a property, depending on condition and location, it may take a little bit longer to sell, or a property that maybe shows well, is priced well, has a great location and great condition, may take a little bit less time to sell. So that's not what this means necessarily. It means, generally speaking, it would take 1.4 months to sell all of the inventory in Naperville. So what is 1.4 months? Is that a buyer's market, a seller's market, etc.? Typically, the parameters are anything under 6 months is considered a seller's market. Around 6 months is a neutral market, meaning it's not necessarily a buyer's or a seller's market. And anything 7 and higher, which it's been a while since we've seen that, would be considered more of a buyer's market. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Now, if we just were to look at attached properties, so condos, townhomes, it's about 1 month right now. And detached, it's about 1.7. And that's to be expected. Typically, attached properties usually are a lower, not always. There are definitely some luxury townhomes and condos in Naperville. But typically, there are more buyers looking in that price range where there are attached and detached properties, especially now when prices have been going up the last couple of years quite a bit. So that is where we are for monthly supply. So we are still very much in a seller's market. Another interesting thing to note is you've probably heard about inventory and those national headlines about inventory's low, etc. Although they can be confusing because sometimes the big picture is not given. For example, I saw a headline where it was saying that mortgage applications were down, alluding to the fact that there were fewer people buying. In reality, it was because there were fewer mortgage applications due to refinances. Of course, there are fewer people refinancing now. There were a lot of people refinancing the last couple of years. So new listings, attached properties in Naperville, all price ranges, we're at 72. It was 98 in July and it was 114 in June. So the number of new listings is decreasing. For detached freestanding homes, it's the same. It was $179 in August, $240 in July, and $285 in June. So given the size of Naperville, that is not a lot of homes or condos and townhomes for sale. That really, and I know a lot of buyers and agents are hoping for more inventory. For different reasons, there are not as many people selling now. And so if you are thinking of selling, if you are on the fence, could be a great time because there is not, in Naperville, not that much competition, so to speak. Okay, so another way to kind of talk about what the real estate market is doing is, of course, generally speaking, the homes for sale, right? These are new listings. These are the number of homes for sale. So in August, for detached, single family, freestanding homes, there were 239 homes for sale, 266 in July, 254 in June, 206 in May. We sometimes, even though our market is seasonal, April, May, June, July are usually big listing and selling months. Our market usually does change a little bit in September and October. And sometimes there are, personally, I know our clients, sometimes they'll be wanting to close before the end of the year, listing properties in October, late September, etc. So it'll be interesting to see what the statistics are for September, for next month. So these are the detached properties. As you could see, it's been kind of around the 200s, and then it really dipped November. Again, we're seasonal though. November, December, it was around low to mid ones. For attached properties, 65 properties for sale currently, and that's down from 79 in July and 73 in June. So sales price, people want to know what prices are doing naturally, right? Buyers, sellers, etc. You want to keep an eye on the market. So for Naperville, the attached single family properties, as far as the median sales price, is $272,700 for August. That's a little bit down from $279 in July and $307,500 in June. Let's look at detached. Detached is $593 in August, down from $630 in July and $630 in June. Now, I want to talk about what you may have seen in the local market as far as price adjustments, etc. And it's important, regardless of the time of the year, the market, etc., that homes are priced correctly. And I have conversations with clients that homes that are priced well sell for more than homes that are priced high, which ultimately then will sell for less. And that, I have never seen that not be true. You don't, of course, want to underprice a listing. We want our seller clients to get the most amount of money out of a property. By overpricing a listing, you run the risk, and usually this happens pretty often in the local market. You'll see a property listed very high, and then it'll sit on the market, and it'll ultimately sell for less, most likely than if it were priced closer to where it should be, market value. It probably would have sold for more. So you probably, like I said, would see those market adjustments. And what that pretty much is showing to me is, okay, there's feedback stating that the property is priced too high. Maybe a seller is motivated, although you don't always want to assume that just because there is a price adjustment. But it's important to price your property correctly and not for the markets months ago, right? You've probably heard, I'll do another video on this, but the market is shifting. The market is shifting, sometimes making it seem like it's doom and gloom. There are many reasons why this is going to be nothing like 2008. Inventory being one of them, mortgage lending guidelines being another. people having more equity in homes being a third marker. But pricing a home correctly is very important. And so if you are thinking of selling, pricing the property based on factual comps. I know if there's a property that a buyer client of ours is interested in and it's priced high and the buyers think it's priced high, you can ask, okay, show me the comps that you use to arrive to this list price. And to me, it's kind of a red flag if an agent can't provide comps to back up that list price. If there's nothing in that area that matches that list price, if the buyer is taking out a loan, how is it going to appraise if there are no comps or factual data to look at that and to base that off of? So if you have any questions about the Naperville or the suburban Chicago market, let's chat. I'd be glad and thrilled to help you, whether you are looking to buy, sell, invest in Naperville, or if you are interested in learning more, maybe you're thinking of moving to Naperville. My information is below. Thank you and have a great day.